Well, good evening. Welcome to the DBS Sports. I am Kenson Casimir. We begin tonight with football. The final of the St. Lucia Football Association's Under-23 football competition will be held this Saturday. In the tournament decider scheduled for the ancillary playing field, tournament favourites Vieux-Fort St. will take on Lionhearts Canaries. Now, to precede the final will be the third place playoff match between Deriso and Dennery. This match also promises to be a blockbuster event. The third place match is set to kick off at 5 p.m. with the final immediately following its conclusion at 7 p.m. Well, the 2018 Department of Youth Development and Sports Secondary Schools Under-15 40-over cricket tournament continued on Thursday, May 24th with two matches. At the Groseley playing field, Castries Comprehensive Secondary School, they completed a 5-wicket victory over Entry Post Secondary. Entry Post Secondary batting first was dismissed for 61 in 14 overs, with Jean-Bric Alexander making 16. Osric Antoine was a Castries Comprehensive Secondary School's leading wicket taker with 5 for 11 in 3 overs, including a hat-trick, the first for the tournament so far. Good support also came from the tournament's leading wicket taker thus far, Donovan Phillip, with 4 for 5 in 3 overs. Now, in reply, Castries Comprehensive overhauled the total, finishing on 61 for 5 in 16 overs, with Leothus Augustine making 16. Christian Cadet, he took 2 for 3 in 3 overs, and Jean-Bric Alexander, he took 2 for 14 in 6 overs. At the PI playing field, unbeaten Social Secondary, they defeated Vieux-Fort Comprehensive by 18 runs. Social Secondary batting first were dismissed for 108 in 20.2 overs, with Sydney Didier making 30. Bowling for Vieux-Fort Comprehensive, Hansi Mesa bagged 5 for 24 in 7 overs. Now, reply, Vieux-Fort Comprehensive was bowled out for 90 in 25.1 overs. Calix, he made 19. Social Secondary, as for Social Secondary, Sky Laffey, he took 4 for 20 in 8 overs, while Stephen Theopian, he bagged 3 for 26 in 6 overs. Well, match number 7 in the Groseley Domestic 50-over cricket tournament, sponsored by District Representative, the Honourable Leonard Spider-Montut. It takes place on Friday, May 25th from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Groseley playing field. The contest in this match will be Goodman Warriors, and they take on Edward Blasters, and is expected to be an action-packed game. All are invited to take in this great matchup. Now, former West Indies T20 skipper Darren Sammy has agreed with controversial allegations of bias in that Australian coaches who have been accused of favouring their countrymen in this season's Indian Premier League. Of the 8 IPL franchises taking part in the competition, this season 4 are headed by Australian players. Now, the coaches are Ricky Ponting for the Delhi Daredevils, Brad Hodge for the Kings 11 Punjab, Shane Watson as mentor for Rajasthan Royals, and Tom Moody for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. With the exception of Moody, the Australian team selections have all raised eyebrows. In an analysis of the situation, former South Africa captain Graham Smith proposed that national bias might be at the heart of the matter, with Sammy quickly agreeing. Totally agree with that call at Graham Smith 49, and the hashtag select dugout about Australian coaches in the @IPL being biased to their players from their country at Star Sports India, hashtag sports fired. That's said on Sammy's Twitter handle. Well, you guys need to try to understand Twitter. Well, we take a break, but when we get back, you don't want to miss our so sad moment of the week. Welcome back. Veteran Devon Smith's sensational form in the last original first-class season proved too difficult to ignore, and selectors have picked him in the 13-man squad to face Sri Lanka in the 3-test series next month. While the Grenadians' call-up comes 5 months shy of his 37th birthday, and just over 3 years since he last played international cricket on England's 3-test tour of the Caribbean, when he managed just 94 runs from 4 innings. Well, however, Smith was nothing short of superb in the last first-class season, amassing a record-breaking 1,095 runs at an average of 84, with 600 to surpass 13,000 career runs. Smith had been one of the only 7 batsmen to pass 600 runs the previous season, and prior to that, in the 2015-2016 campaign, topped the batting chart with 719 runs. West Indies will clash in a test at the Queen's Park Oval, the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground, and the Kensington Oval from June 6 to 27. So, the full squad reads: Jason Holder as captain, Shannon Gabriel, Shea Hope, Devendra Bishu, Craig Brathwaite, Roston Chase, Shane Dowridge, Miguel Cummins, Shimron Hetmeyer, Kieran Powell, Kieran Roach, Jamal Hamilton, and of course, Devon Smith. Well, the 2018 UEFA Champions League final is already upon us, and there's no better place to catch the action than at the biggest viewing party this side of the Atlantic, compliments of Heineken. In fact, for the 2018 season, Heineken St. Lucia is hitting you up with not one, but two viewing parties. One in Castries in the north, the other in Vieux-Fort in the south. Real Madrid and Liverpool, two football titans, will compete in the final of the European Cup on Saturday, May 26, 2018, to decide who will be awarded the coveted Champions League trophy. The defending champions and 12-time winners, Real Madrid, are bidding for their third successive title, while Liverpool are seeking the sixth in their history. Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, is hosting the final, and the Ukrainian must-tries for football fans are told that include the Borsich, a beetroot-based soup. Now, however, for the purpose of the viewing party in St. Lucia, Heineken is indeed the preferred brew. In fact, the tagline for the 2018 UEFA Champions League viewing party in St. Lucia is "Share the Drama, Share a Heineken." Now, the viewing party in Castries takes place at the Derek Walcott Square in the city centre, while the Vieux-Fort viewing party will unfold at the Daher Mall. Both events they take place at 12 noon ahead of the kickoff time of the match, with pre-game music, fun, excitement, giveaways, and of course, cold Heineken on special at this free event. Heineken is also treating 150 special guests to its exclusive VIP lounge. Guests will include avid sports and football fans, winners of various Heineken promotions, customers, and the press, who will all enjoy the game inclusive of food and drinks. Well, Saturday's Heineken viewing party caters to persons 18 and over, and therefore no minors are allowed. Stay home and watch the game. Now, reigning champions Golden State Warriors are on the brink of missing out on the NBA Finals following a 98-94 defeat by the Houston Rockets. The Rockets, who led the league with 65 regular season wins from 82 games, now have a 3-2 lead in the best-of-7 Western Conference Series. However, despite losing, Warriors coach, that's Steve Kerr, he said, "I feel great about where we are right now. That may sound crazy, but I feel it. I know what I'm seeing out there." Well, Golden State, they host Game 6 on Saturday. Well, finally, our so sad moment of the week. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, or should I say Zlatan Vicious Ibrahimovic. The LA Galaxy, it took on Montreal earlier this week in the MLS Cup. Now, in a defining moment of this game, this happened.
Elbows. Here we see it, Petrasso trying to get tight. Zlatan doesn't like it, slaps out. Should be a red card. Hands to the Javinko one, we talked about it. Nothing close to this. Hardly doesn't even know anything about it, Petrasso, when he clips his foot. Nothing wrong with him, doesn't feel it. Zlatan goes down, he knows what he's done. So we wait on the decision here. I think inevitably it's going to be a red card.
Could be a huge turning point in this game here, as Ismail Elfath has gone to video review. Showing a yellow card to Petrasso and a red card to Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Where? Zlatan got it. The player from Montreal barely stepped on his feet. I mean, look at it. Zlatan slapped the guy at the back of his head and goes on to put on a charade like he was injured. Zlatan kept up the charade, rolling on the pitch like he was in so much pain. Zlatan even limped off the football field after receiving his red card. Well, what do you expect? After all, he is playing in Hollywood. He does, however, need to brush up on his acting skills. Vicious. So sad. That's sports. The DBS News continues after the break.